right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down now. It's Hines. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set up, 15, Ronnie, 15, Ronnie. Look at me, zipper. Go.
Mike 51. Here we go.
Go.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, here we go.
Get it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Yeah.
Watch twins. 50.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Hey, defense, let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Switch.
Topper. Beat them.
On second down, Elliott. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
On the ready.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Mike 20. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Operating from the gun. Lawson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Back to throw. Lawson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Looking to throw. Lawson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Kill. Hey,
Yep.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Yeah. You don't want to know. Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, Lawson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even. Alert. Bang.
Now it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Taking it in. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawson, he'll rifle this into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Chiefs 0.
40 seconds. 19. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 24. Check. 24. Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 31. Got 4 down. Hey, alert 3.
Watson on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And it's complete to Kelsey. That one good for 24 yards. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Lawson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense, we've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Lawson taking a deep shot here for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On third down, Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawson, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, team 6.
On first down, Lawson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Take 4.
To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
We got 4. Chance.
Off of play action, it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Watson's pass incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 4 down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Lawson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Demir Bird. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Lawson. Trotty! He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Lawson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got four. Switch. Hey, 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
26. Check. 59. Check. 59. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Lawson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Lawson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's going to be a long day. Time to go.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This is it. 19. Block time. Tight end right. Even. 4th down. Even.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, 59! Dino, go!
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
81 right there. He's 54. Check safety, check safety. Go.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Here's Watson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got 4. We got the Chiefs. Check 3, check 3.
Draw play. This is Hines. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Watson on 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and he's going to go down again. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, 6. Hey, 55.
Get wide. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Hey, 31.
under 10. Under 10.
Dino, go. Dino, go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Duke Riley, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Shakes off the sag, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawson completes it to Davis. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Lawson. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight right. 4 down.
They run the counter. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Everyone's got 4 down. 31.
Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He wants it all for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Lawson completes it to Miller. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. You must get it.
On 4th down, Lawson. This is Johnson. He's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Lawson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawson. Dancing to his left, and it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Watson. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Lawson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go. Yeah.
Check my 21. Here we go.
Hey.
My 21. Check my 21. Y'all not ready.
Fight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1.
Clutch, I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my